Hello, my friends. How are you? If you are new here, I highly recommend you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell down to not miss a single one of our new lesson. And give to us some support by hitting like button. There is no doubt. Our lessons will help you to improve your English fluency. And good luck learning English. Lesson 21. The special verbs, 3. The emphatic form position of adverbs. Third person singular. Mr. Priestley, I have already mentioned 6 peculiarities of the special verbs, but there are still 3 others. Sometimes we want to make a statement more emphatic. We do it by stressing one of the verbs in the sentence strongly, like this. My sister will be pleased to see you. We have enjoyed your visit. You can sing beautifully. Oh, I should like a holiday in Switzerland. I do enjoy good music. If we want to emphasize the negative element, we stress the word not or never, e.g. I did not steal the book. They will never agree to that. You ought not to do that. But the only verbs that can take this stress for affirmative emphasis are the specials, and the only time that you can stress the not or never is when these words come immediately after one of the specials. We sometimes want to be emphatic because we are feeling rather angry, we feel we have been wrongly accused and we want to justify ourselves, e.g. Why don't you work hard? But I do work hard. Why didn't she give him the book? But she did give him the book. Why won't they keep their promise? But they will keep their promise. Why haven't you tidied your room? But I have tidied my room. You have noticed, no doubt, which are the verbs that again take the stress. Olaf, but suppose you stress one of the other verbs. You could do it, couldn't you? Mr. Priestley, you could, but it would give a quite different meaning. For example, if instead of saying, but she did give him the book, you said, but she gave him the book. Your sentence would now suggest, she didn't lend him the book, or sell him the book, nor did he steal it, she gave it to him. You are separating that action from all other actions, you are not clearing up all doubt as to whether she gave it or not. Do you see the difference? Olaf, oh yes, that's quite clear. In the sentence, but she did give him the book, the only point to be settled is did she give him the book, or didn't she? In but she gave him the book, we know he has the book. The only point to be settled is how did he get it, did he buy it, borrow it, or get it as a gift? Mr. Priestley, excellent, Olaf. I couldn't have made it clearer myself. That, then, is peculiarity number 7. The position of certain adverbs. One of your difficulties, I know, concerns the position within a sentence of certain adverbs, the adverbs never, always, often, sometimes, generally, almost, nearly, quite, etc. A general rule is that they come just before the verb, e.g. I always sleep with my windows open. He never pays the money he owes. She often hears good music. I nearly missed my train. He quite forgot that he had a lesson at 10 o'clock. But the specials, as you might expect, are different. They are generally followed by these adverbs, e.g. I have always slept with my windows open. He will never pay the money he owes. She can often hear good music. He had nearly missed his train. I had quite forgotten that I had a lesson. That is the 8th peculiarity. Pedro, but don't they sometimes come before the verb? I think I have seen cases when they do. Mr. Priestley, yes, they can. But then they have a special emphatic use, e.g. Jan seems very busy today. He always is busy. You are early this morning. I generally am early. Pedro answered that question. He usually can answer the question. Hob hasn't passed the examination. He never will pass it. Third person singular. Finally, here's one other little point of difference. The third person singular, Present tense of all the ordinary verbs is formed by adding s or es to the first person, e.g. I write. He writes. I speak. He speaks. I wash. He washes. I go. He goes. But look at the specials, they don't add s or es. I am. He is. I have. He has. I do. He does. Do is like the ordinary verbs so far as spelling is concerned. I shall, will. He shall, will. I can. He can. I may. He may. I must. He must. I ought. He ought. I need. He need. I dare. He dare. We are the only verbs that 1. Have contracted forms. 2. Make our interrogatives by inversion. 3. Make our negative by adding not only. 4. Are used for question phrases. 5. Are auxiliaries. 6. Are used for short answers. 7. Are used for additions to remarks. 8. Make the emphatic form. 9. Take adverbs like always, sometimes, often, nearly etc. after us. 10. Include all the defective verbs. There they are, rebels to the last. An interesting group of verbs, aren't they? Here is a little conversation to illustrate the emphatic forms. Susan's kitchen. Lucille, Pedro. They have been doing some shopping. Lucille, oh, I am tired. Pedro, what about having a coffee? Lucille, you are a clever boy. That's just what I want. But I will not go to that horrid little cafe in Park Street. Pedro, there's a new cafe, just opened in the high street. It looks very nice, here it is, Susan's kitchen. Lucille, entering. Oh, this is nice. I do like those bright-colored tablecloths and these fresh flowers on the table. Pedro, look who is bringing in the coffee cups. It's Susan, who used to be with Mrs. Priestley. Susan comes to their table. Susan, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Miss Lucille. It is nice of you to come to our cafe. Lucille, Susan, you have furnished your cafe prettily. You must have worked very hard. Susan, oh yes, Miss Lucille, we did work hard. Joe, my husband, fitted up the shelves and the electric lighting. But, of course, you haven't met my husband, Joe. Lucille, but I have met him. He works at Bradshaw's garage where I keep my car. He's the best mechanic they have. Susan, thank you. Joe will be pleased when I tell him, and, though I say it that shouldn't, he is a good mechanic. And now I want you to try our coffee. I think you'll like it. She brings them a cup of coffee. There you are. Pedro, will you give me the bill, Susan? Susan, there's no bill. I want to give you this. Pedro, oh, no, Susan, I must pay you. Susan, no, not this time. But I do hope you'll come again often. Lucille, oh, yes, Susan, we shall. I do like this coffee, don't you, Pedro? Pedro, I certainly do. It has been nice to see you again. Goodbye, Susan. Susan, goodbye, and thank you. Lucille, goodbye, Susan, and give my regards to Joe. Susan, I will, Miss Lucille. Joe will be pleased that you have been here. Exercises. Exercise 1. Say the following sentences, stressing one of the verbs in each in order to make the sentences emphatic. 1. Mrs. Priestley can play the piano well. 2. Andrew is a big boy for his age. 3. I shall be glad to be home again. 4. We were sorry you had to go so early. 5. You will try to come again, won't you? 6. I must get this work done before Friday. Exercise 2. Write the following sentences in the emphatic form. 1. Hob likes cake. 2. He enjoyed the ones he ate at the party. 3. I like the cakes that Mrs. Priestley bakes. 4. We had a good swim this afternoon. 5. You bought a lot of chocolate. 6. Andrew runs fast. 7. The wind blew hard when we were at sea. 8. You brought a lot of clothes with you. 9. Jan came here quickly. 10. Jan comes here quickly. 11. Hob drank a lot of lemonade. 12. They took a long time to come here. 13. Those shoes I bought wore well. 14. He promised he would write and he wrote. 15. It froze hard last night. 16. You told me to see the picture at the cinema and I saw it. 17. He asked me to teach him French and I taught him. 18. You did these exercises well. Exercise 3. Give an emphatic answer to the following. 1. Why don't you come by bus? 2. Why hasn't he written to his brother? 3. Why won't he sign the paper? 4. Why isn't he willing to come here? 5. Why aren't you going to the dance? Exercise 4. Explain the difference between but I did write to him, and but I wrote to him. Exercise 5. Read or write the following sentences, putting in the given adverb. 1. Olaf makes a mistake, sometimes. 2. Olaf has made a mistake, sometimes. 3. I listen to the radio, often. 4. Hob does his work well, never. 5. I have listened to the radio, often. 6. Hob has done his work well, never. 7. I come here by bus, usually. 8. I can come here by bus, usually. 9. Mr. Priestley is busy, always. 10. Mr. Priestley is busy, always. Exercise 6. Rewrite the following sentences, putting the adverbs, in brackets, in the correct position. 1. I get up at 7 o'clock, always. 2. He has done this before, never. 3. Jan and Frida are early for their class, generally. Hob comes late, usually. 4. Mary comes to our house, often. Margaret has come with her, often. 5. I think, sometimes, that Hob will learn grammar, never. 6. We have finished our work, nearly, I forgot, nearly, it had to be done by 6 o'clock. 7. It is not easy, always, to do something that you have done before, never. 8. I have seen deer in these woods, never, but my father says he saw one, often, when he was a boy. 9. We go for a holiday, sometimes, in May and we get good weather, usually. 10. We go for a holiday in August, generally, and we have had good weather, nearly, always. Remember had is sometimes a full verb. Composition exercises. 1. Tell or write the story of what happened when Pedro and Lucille wanted a cup of coffee. 2. Describe your idea of a perfect restaurant. Dear friends, thank you for watching our channel and learning English with us. Subscribe. And we wish you great luck in achieving your goals.